A little over an hour into Lex Friedman's conversation with actor Kevin Spacey, Lex asked him a profound question. Do you fear death? Spacey responded, yes, I do fear death. And he feared death specifically because he said there's no way out. There's no answer. And that statement gave me great pause to reflect on the question. Death, the big D word, is a topic that we often avoid. Even when someone dies, we say, sorry for their passing. They're no longer here. So we glaze over it instead of saying the word death. But in my reflection this morning, I truly believe that to fully live, we must reflect on death. And Spacey's words made me question, do we fear death because we haven't fully experienced living? I mean, if I'm always future focused, if I'm always trying to achieve the next milestone, if I'm always trying to climb the next rung, I risk becoming oblivious to the fact that I'm racing toward my imminent death. And when I reach that point, as we all will, I'll realize that in death, there is no answer. There is no way out. And while this thought can be frightening, it can also be exhilarating for the present moment. The future is uncertain, but death is definite. As Tolstoy wrote, the meaning of life cannot be determined by its suffering, its longevity, or its short span. The meaning of life comes from striving for spiritual perfection. And spiritual in this context isn't about religion, but more so about how it relates and affects the human spirit and soul, as opposed to material or physical things. Just think about that. Spiritual perfection has got nothing to do with material or physical things. It's got everything to do with the human spirit and the soul. Tolstoy goes on to write that understanding the meaning of life answers the questions, who am I? What am I? And what can I expect in life? And he said the most important question to answer is, what am I? And if you know the answer to that, you'll also know what to do and what to expect. By fully experiencing life and embracing the beauty and boldness of each day, I believe that we can live without fearing the end. There will be no unanswered questions because you live your answers every day. Life is a series of evolutions, not changes. It's a series of contrast. I mean, why label days as good or bad? Instead, why not just see them as opportunities to learn, to grow, and wrestle with life's challenges? Some days require payments toward achievements, and other days we pause and reflect with gratitude that our hard work paid off. The Bible says, count it all as joy. And many people totally miss that command. Most people focus on the word joy and think that it doesn't apply to their lives because of their struggles. But they miss the most important word, count. Count it all joy. See, when you count something, you've got to be specific, deliberate, and intentional. The Bible doesn't say round it off as joy. If I ask you to count the books that are on my shelf right now, you'd have to be specific. You'd have to be deliberate. Everything in life, successfully, is numbers driven. It's all count. And so when you count it all as joy, you're counting, you're specific in this day, you're fully present in this day. And the joy, as it relates to happiness, You have to remember that happiness is not a feeling. Happiness is not a destination. It's a direction. And so when I count every day, it means that I fully experience each day and recognize it as a gift. Some days require effort, while other days reward us for our perseverance. The goal for you is to just keep playing the game, giving your full effort each day, iterating, evolving, and moving from one season of life to the next, like swinging from one rung of the monkey bars to the next. And if I'm fully experiencing today and living in the present, I don't need to worry about dying. Keep it simple, keep it moving, never settle, stay tough. Peace.